Hey guys, back with another Maplestory video here. This time, hard Magnus on my Demon Slayer, doing the 0 buff, 0 PE, 0 death challenge that I was challenged to by that E Kaiser guy. So much appreciated. Needed some new content and something to challenge me a little bit. So this is it. First, on my Demon Slayer. Now, this is actually pretty nostalgic and very similar to what my first run clear was like, the video that I posted earlier this week. And, so this is very similar and exciting it was exciting to run. I had to play kind of very defensive, right? One kind of misplay or getting hit is a death. So definitely have to be extra careful, have to be on my game, which is pretty much half the fun. So you'll see right here, kind of going through my normal rotation, get the stun up, maximize my DPS during Demon Awakening while it's up. The burst is still pretty solid without buffs. And so kind of 1 minute in, it's probably like 16, 17 build DPM. Got hit right there. Had to use my heal. So that's kind of where I have to be extra careful right here. Really have to maximize and use my iframe properly. Can't just use it offensively. I have to save it for kind of a rainy day when I mess up, or when I get hit, or when I'm kind of stuck in a bad spot. So in the first, minute and a half here, get it down about 40% with all my DPS cooldowns up. There I use my iframe offensively. Right when I say to use it sparingly, I use it off a cooldown to maximize my DPS while my weapon aura is up. So definitely towards the end of the fight, I'm definitely using it much more sparingly and much more carefully to make sure that I don't die, because the last thing I want is to go 5 minutes into the fight and end up dying at the last second and having to try again. So all truth and transparency, this is actually my second attempt on the Demon Slayer. The first run, I kind of went in without my cooldowns up and just tried to wing it, and it didn't go so well. So this is my second attempt on my Demon Slayer. Almost died right there. Wanted to avoid that poison gas. Was a little greedy, but got it done to live to fight another day. So here, about 50% in, looks like. This time I used my bind skill right here to avoid that spin skill and that slow. Do a little bit more DPS. Not have to deal with a spin is nice. Kind of reminds me of what I used to do at the beginning when I first started running it. So that was fun to use. Definitely changing it up on the fly here. Here's my offensive cooldowns, back up, Demon Awakening. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more aggressive, knowing that if I could, I would want to kill it in this time period, but it doesn't look like it. I'm not going to kill it in a minute and a half. So I already know that this is going to be a longer, probably longer than 5.5 minute fight. So it's kind of a waiting game, understanding that there is no rush. I'm not going to be able to kill it in a certain amount of time. So it's really about still playing defensive and not being greedy. Here I use my iframe to maximize my offensive cooldowns, do my damage, avoid those spins. So it kind of is an offensive play, but also a defensive play as well, to avoid having to deal with the orbs and deal with the spins during this time. And you can see I did a pretty good damage right there, able to avoid that purple orb altogether, not take any damage. So overall, probably about 4 minutes into the fight, I maybe got hit 2 times total, and honestly, it's all it takes is one time to screw it up. So still on my toes, being alert, on point, trying my best to avoid every bit of damage, not even taking damage from a blue or a green orb. I just don't want to have to use my Ravenstorm unless I have to, which is right there, to avoid getting one-shotted by that purple orb. So good timing by me. And so here my Demon Awakening is down, and this is where the flying up is very, very nice. Kind of just another option when there's no other position to be in. Right there, hit by a purple orb. use my Ravenstorm right away. Sketchy situation right here. Was able to sneak out of it. And 5 minutes. Here's kind of that weird point. Got hit by 2 blue orbs. You can just tell it's getting more hectic. The orbs are coming down way faster. I think I'm gonna stun right there. Yep, just stun just to avoid these spin rotations right here. Get my snake up, so I avoid that first spin, and I only have to deal with this second spin, which is honestly the hardest part for me to have to deal with. And this is kind of sketchy right there, and got hit by a 104k, but was able to survive. So that was probably the sketchiest part of the fight right there. No surprise, it came 5.5 minutes into the fight, 5% left, and again, feeling the pressure, kind of screwing up right here, using my iframe defensively after I get hit so I can kind of recover. And it looks like I'm being greedy and I wasn't going to kill him. I had to dodge and downed him just in time. A lot of fun. Really love this challenge. I'm going to try it on my other accounts. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.